Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for a brand new episode with our Vikings town in Land of the Vikings. We have managed to create a town. We are busy expanding, building extra houses. We are building an extra fishery. We have some Tree of Life points to spare. So basically, we have plenty of opportunity to keep going. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to keep going, keep growing, and try to expand our town. Now, one of the factors we need to keep in mind is the happiness. We can see that most villagers are happy, so that's a good thing, but it is something to keep in mind. So let's keep our eyes open for things like that. Wish we could hit the replace worker button yet, but we haven't researched that. Let's go to the Tree of Life, see what paths we are following and what we can do. Now we can see that we are up here. We can either go for warriors power increase, villagers walk faster, and products are 10% cheaper when we buy them. And this way we can get to trade, we can get to better housing, or we can get to warships. One of the things I would like to do is get to better housing and stuff, but we see that we have some of these not unlocked yet, and some of these are quite powerful. A 5% increase in the produce speed of mines is very powerful. Better increase is very powerful. More production and material is gained from slaughtered animal, also very powerful. So what we're going to do, we're going to unlock a bunch of these so that we get just better in the long run. And these are quite early techs, of course, from this tree, but that doesn't make them less powerful. So yeah, they work 2% faster. So this is a good strategy, I think. Just make sure you get all the basics covered from the tech tree, because it will help your village move forward. Now let's see, this part is expanding now. We don't have that many trees at this point, or logs, I have to say. So let's make sure that we at least provide our workers with enough options for trees to chop down. We also need to provide them with enough options for stone. And then what we can do is set open our jobs screen, make sure that all jobs are fulfilled in the way we want it to. And I think they are. And open up the resources menu so we can see whether we have enough resources or not. Now we do have quite a bit of firewood, but I am, however, going to set this up to 999 so that we get plenty of firewood, especially for the cold winters. That can be good. Not enough materials can be found for the beer guy, but that's okay. As soon as the first barley comes in, he will be able to work. And we have 2 barley fields, 3 wheat fields, so that is working. We now have almost 2 chicken coops filled up. We're going to use this whole area, hopefully, for more animals. So that's one of the things we're going to do. And we get an event. Oh, let's see. A grave filled with silver was found. While digging for construction, the villagers noticed that something hit their shovel. When they looked carefully, they realized that it was a grave full of silver. It would be best to leave this dead as it is, so as not to incur the wrath of the gods. We can cancel construction if we want to. We don't touch the grave but keep building, and we hope we don't get the wrath of the gods, so we can get some silver and we'll definitely meet the wrath of the gods. Well, I'd say we don't touch the grave, but we keep building. We can't afford to lose too much space around here, so let's just continue building, but let's leave the grave untouched. I think the gods should be happy with that. Alright, we have all the fishing boats that we can in here. Can we order already another fishing boat? I think we can. So let's just order another fishing boat already. They'll be in the boat pool. And then we can't hit the repair thing now. And then later on, once this fishery is done, we can immediately add boats to it. I think that's a good thing. And now, let me see. Because we don't have that much of a farm output, and I want to make it bigger. We're going to need a lot more farms. Question is where? Well, here we have a nice patch for farmland, but we also need houses around it. Here's a nice patch too. There's plenty of land around our village. So the question is where to put it. This could also be interesting now that we are building a marketplace here, if we start to build houses around it too, we can maybe put some farmland up here. Or maybe use this badge for farmland and only build the houses on this side or something like that. Or go here for farms. Lots of options. As long as we get more farmland, it's fine. We could also use this little corner for farmland, but I think it's better if we build houses here. Although, if we build the houses here and we do farmland here, they'll have to walk quite far all the time to get to the farmland. So it might be better to just use this area for farming land. And make other choices in regards to the... Alright, there we have a piece of farmland. Let's tell them to do some weed, plant. There we go. Can we build another field right here? Yeah, we can. Perfect. Let's do another wheat field. Plant, yes. Let's put scarecrows in there, because that will increase the yield of a field. Did we put them in the other fields as well? Yeah, we did. Okay, very good. I guess then we also need a windmill. One extra, because we are generating extra food now. We'll place it right there. And I think we also need storages here then for the wheat. Which hopefully will fit right here. Yes. 1. 2. Well, that's convenient. Not going to build too many fields at one go, but this is at least a good start to get us the extra food, because we're slowly running out of food at this point. Newcomers will arrive in your village. Newcomers have been seen coming towards the village. Where they came from, they were attacked by looters. Several families, including children, were able to escape. Since they could not bring any of their belongings with them, they had to leave everything behind. At the end of the day-long journey, they reached your village. They need a place to stay and food. Okay, well, they can stay. They can work. I hope they'll work hard. We'll increase the amount of builders for now. And the amount of farmers, now that we have more farms. And I kind of hope... I believe we just added somebody here, but let's see. We need somebody with a good amount of luck that doesn't live too far away, so that's him. 16 in there, so we should get some white meat again soon. This one is already filled up too. This one is full, so should see a slow increase in meat soon, I hope. And of course, once this one is done, we can get some extra fish too. We already have 70 fish, so that should be working out. We already have a mill here, but it's not producing anything since we ran out of weed. We have 2 barley storages and 2 wheat storages here. But they really need to start harvesting if we want to get some goodies out of there. It'll take some time before they go on a harvest, but not too worried about it. I think the fishery is done. Yeah, there we go. Let's add a ship to it, another fishing boat. They need to be lucky and smart. And not live too far away, of course. Okay, well, this is good. 2 extra fishers. At least it's a start. And I think if we set ships to be automatically repaired... Ah, we can't do that yet. That's unfortunate. Well, we can build another fishing boat, so let's do that. We can also see that we're slowly running out of logs, but there's logs laying around everywhere for all the trees that they chopped down. And if they collect those logs in the end, then it should not be fine. We should not have so few logs. So I think the problem is not too big. We can, however, see... What are those things lying around there? Oh, some stones. Interesting. Well, they finished the storages here, so as soon as they can harvest here, that's good. They are building the windmill now. I think not too long from now we should start to see an increase in food. since then the first harvest come in and we can start to create bread. And the trick is to start stocking up on grain so we can basically produce bread for a prolonged period of time during the winter. So we have an extra food source that we can keep producing throughout the winter. And that's basically the goal for now. That would be a very good thing if we can actually achieve that. So I really hope we can. I'm also really hoping we can start to produce chicken meat again. Yes. Alright, so they both have 20 chickens now, meaning that as soon as they get more chickens, they'll be slaughtered. And that's a good thing. That's exactly what we want. Kind of want to do the same with cattle, but right now we need to increase the amount of food we have first before we go on experimenting with other sources of meat. We can see the first white meat incoming now, so that is good. Maybe we should be increasing the amounts of food already. The amounts of meat, because it's a bit of a gamble, of course, but with the bread production coming up soon, that should work. We can see barley is coming in, so we should be producing beer soon. Yeah, we can see that the icon here is removed, so that should work out. We still have plenty of farmers, plenty of builders. Kinda hoping... Yeah, food's still not stable enough. Wish we could already up the meat production or build another ranch so that we can, in the end, get more meat. But right now that's not really possible. The new houses are done and we can still see homeless people. Meaning, just one thing, we need more housing again. I guess then it's time to start building houses in this area, where the market should be built. Alright, let's do so. Let's build a road around the market. So that at least that is done. Let's build a road like this. And one like this. Now, basically, they should get rid of all these trees and then we can build houses here too. It is going to take some time, but it will be fine. I think we should get a wood and a stone storage here too. Maybe we can fit them... Yeah, we can fit them in here. Because that would mean a wood and a stone storage. I mean to say, not a food and a stone storage. Alright, a wood storage and a stone storage. So they can store those items here. And then we can get to work. And they can use those stockpiles to build the houses close there quicker. Alright, we can now see a wheat field being harvested. Wheat's being transferred. And we now start to produce bread. So hopefully we'll see an increase in food. That was at least a goal. Let's build a few more pieces of road here, because people like it when you connect their house to the road. They'll be more happy about it. So make sure you connect houses to the roads. People will be thankful for it. Okay, this is working. All they need to do now is chop these trees, but I think my laborers are busy doing other things and carrying all the goods around. And we have another mill. Very nice. Now we can put the strong people in here. Let's get working. There's no wheat close by yet. It's still quite far away. So they have to walk quite far to actually get the supplies. But as soon as they start to harvest here, that's fixed. Alright, one of the things we should do is start building a road up here. For when we need it to get here. So now they can walk quicker. Or faster, whatever. And maybe we can build a few more houses here. I'm not sure. Very bumpy ground. I was thinking that it would be very bumpy ground. But if we can build a few more houses here. Maybe we should build the road like this. And then build the houses on this side. I think this can be quite beneficial to have the extra houses here. Yeah, There we go, 4 extra houses. The homeless will be happy with the new house. There's a few trees in the village we can get rid of. Food's still quite stable, not the way I want to see it. So let's go get a hunter in an area where we already did that here. Okay, that's a good thing. Maybe we should just do another one. This is also a hunter. Then I guess we should get a gathering hut in there too. With a good productivity, yeah. Alright, there we go. Ah, we have a new market here. Now they can start to collect some food here. And then when we make people live here, that will be very beneficial. And people will now have a job. Very good. Settlement problem in the village. The newcomers have caused a settlement problem in the village. Foreigners set up tents wherever they could find a free area. Some villagers say these areas are theirs, even though they appear empty. There is chaos in the village. Everyone is complaining about this. Drive the strangers away from the land. The villagers will be happy, the newcomers will be very unhappy, and the newcomers get sick if they continue to sleep outside. Banish the strangers out of the village. The villagers will be happy, but a huge amount of fame will be lost, or promise them a new home. We will promise them a new house. And we get a new objective, which means build 2 houses in 3 days. Well, that should be possible. We have Tree of Life points. Let's do this one. All villagers will be 1% happier. That's good. We can't do this one because it's only 1 point. Maybe we can do one of these? I don't think so. Oh, we can do this one. Villagers will walk faster on the roads. Even a 1% change for a few years makes a difference. So that's something good. We needed an extra herdsman. Okay. Well, things look quite steady, in my opinion. So I'm not too unhappy about this. They can store logs in here now, which is good. So that's nice. We have a few stones in there too. So once they clear this all out, things should look quite fine. Getting further and further up with the village. Ever so slow. But it's usually the best way to just step by step try to improve your village. I think we should hurry one of the houses. Oh, they're already putting a lot of effort into building the houses, so we don't have to do that. We're not even halfway through to the summer, so we should be getting a few good harvests. I really want to see the amount of resources that we have. Yeah, now we have good amounts of grain. So we should also be producing good amounts of bread now. And we can see that slowly our food is climbing back towards 200 pieces of food. And that's where we want to be. I would believe, yeah, another fishing boat is done too. So, oh, I already clicked somebody apparently. I did not know that. Alright, let's get another fishing boat then from the people that are in the business. Let's construct it. The more the better, because the more fish we get. I have to say though, they're busy with building these houses. Or at least bringing in the resources. Just 3 more logs. Ah, all they need is logs. That's a new one. Usually I don't need extra logs. We have plenty. Maybe we should get the number of builders down a bit. Get a few extra laborers. So that they can take down all the trees. And I do believe we should already start mapping out a few areas. Oh, now all of a sudden the tree is in the way. Now it's cleared. There we go. We should be mapping out more areas for these. Let's pause for a second, otherwise something will happen again and we'll get another tree in the way. Alright, there's another field. I have to get rid of this one first before we can continue. There comes the trees with wood, very good. So they bring in the logs that we finally need to... there comes somebody to get rid of that one. As soon as this tree is gone, we're going to work on the field. Should be able to already build it. Yeah, very good. There's another field. All right, we're going to do just wheat. Let's plant and see if we can finish it in time. Because we have the mill here. So we're just going to do the wheat now for this area. And let's see if it works. What do we have? A merchant ship has arrived. Well, let's view the offer. He has white meat, fruits, bread, leather, fabric, and iron tools. Okay. Iron tools are quite expensive. The bread is quite cheap, I'd say. And we have some coins to spare. I think we should get the meat and the fruit. Just to make sure that we have some extra food. Now somebody already asked, does it work? Because I don't see the numbers change up here. I'll pause for a second. Yes, trading does work. How do I know? Well, if we go to our trading port and then to the supply, we can now see that what we've bought is now in the trade docks, in the supply there. Now a villager have to come in. We'll take it out. We'll probably bring it to a storage or to their house, and then it is in use. So don't think that it will be added to your storage facilities up here straight away. It will take some time. Let's see, it might be bringing it to this storage or somewhere else. We'll see. Probably is a marketeer from this market. So it will only count as soon as it's in your marketplace. So that's the thing. Yeah, it's walking right towards this marketplace. There she comes. So all the food's now picked up, by the way. So let's get in here. Let's see if the things will be added. Yeah, 5 bread added. So that's how it works. And then it will count towards the amount that we have. So don't get fooled if you see that you bought something and it's not straight out there where you expect it to be. That can well be the case. That's no problem. All right, I'm going to build a house right here. I don't know. How should we build this time? Let's build 3 houses here first, now that we have space for it. And then we can continue on later. We should slowly start to, well, basically colonize this area and make sure that we get more and more houses. Shouldn't grow too fast either. That's not good. So, all right, this is all working like a charm. We have lots of firewood now, so no issue there. We are a bit low on timber all the time. So we could just get an extra carpenter. And as a welcome feature, we could place it right here to generate a job in here. And then hopefully we get good people in those houses with the right traits that can work in this carpentry. That would be quite nice. Now, it's not like we have plenty of people at this point to start working on a big military. So we're not doing that just because we don't have enough people for it. So yes, we have the camp. Maybe we can train a few troops. I'll see, because we do need to defend ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Can we build 4? Yeah, we can train 4. All right, let's train 4 troops. So at least we have some form of defense. I mean, there is a possibility we can get raided. So usually it doesn't happen very early on in the game. Mostly happens later. But yeah, you can get raided. So let's protect ourselves from that. Okay, so our storages aren't full, but, well, they do a nice job. And we can now finally see our numbers of food growing. Now, don't be fooled by it too much, because of course now it's growing, but we have to see how we do in winter. Because during the winter you can't gather any fruits, you can't gather new stuff from the land. So as soon as you run out, and bread production will stop. So those are little issues that we have to keep in mind. But I think we are doing quite okay for now. 23 laborers. I hope they will clear out this soon, because that would mean that we can get the extra ranches up. And I think they're already clearing this now, so we could, for instance, check. No, we can't build it yet. They need to take away some extra trees. But getting those extra animal ranches up is a very powerful tool to increase the amounts of meat that we'll get later on. Oh, we already have 21 beer. That's good. That's a nice amount. Ah, we can see that they really chop trees here. They are also building these houses now with the stuff that we had stored here. So that's a good job too. I like that. Yeah, there's more trees laying around everywhere. So there's still plenty of wood that they can gather. Trees here. You just have to make sure that this area remains clear. So we need to keep an eye on this a bit because I want to get an extra ranch soon. I think it's going to be cattle, but we'll see about it. Maybe we should move this one up later to another location. They are building this one now. That's a good thing. Food's now up to 300, so that is going at quite a good pace. Let's start with another cattle ranch here. As soon as they get rid of the trees, of course. Oh, we can't expand it that direction. That's the thing. Okay. Well, we're going to build it a little bit on this side then, like this. Alright, so I can make it big, but not too big apparently. This is apparently too big. I don't know why. Maybe that tree is in the way, but I'm not sure. What's in the way? Alright, let's pause for a second so we really have the time to build the cattle ranch. Alright, that's just too big apparently. Then I'm going to move it slightly over because this is a bit too far from the place where I want it to be. Ah, this one can be quite big. Alright, there we go. There it is. Let's get the cattle ranch up. We won't get any meat from this for a while then. Until the other one is filled up, but that's okay. We have enough food now. Alright, let's see. We need fast people and they need to be a bit lucky. Well, that's okay, it's okay. There we go. We have too many people in some jobs, I think. We need to put in a person to work there before you hit the extra button, otherwise it doesn't work. Oh well, it will be fine. Let's go check our fishery because I think we can add another boat to it. Yes, that means we can also add another person to it. Yeah, this one is quite okay. And now I think we should just order one more fishing boat so we have all the fishing boats in there that we need. There we go. We can also see that we finally have good amounts of logs again, so that is working out. We have more housing here. These are building the carpenter. I think we're going to need a warehouse in this area soon too. And maybe it's strategic to place it on the crossroads here. So that these goods can get in, goods from this area can come in, and also goods produced here can come in. I think that this is a pretty interesting place to put it. Alright, this one is only 26 meters away. That's a good option. Then they don't have to travel that far to work. We have set the limit to 250. I'm going to change the limit up to 500. I guess having some extra planks or timber will be a good thing. Maybe we need to do the same with the dressed stone, because we have plenty of stone and some productions will get halted if we don't keep producing new one. So, I think we placed it up here, the dressed stone maker. Yeah, let's just up this to 500 now that we have the time. I know that we're going to need a lot of dressed stone as soon as we unlock the better housing. So we better prepare ourselves for that moment and already get up to a lot of dressed stone. That might be quite useful. Going to do another harvest here soon. These are trying to get ready for harvest. Very nice. I think we can build another storage here too. Don't forget to build enough storages all around town. You're going to need to store so many goods that it can be very... Oh, there is a way to build it like this. All right. We'll build it right there. That's fine. That's another storage. These houses are all done. Can we fit in one more? Just so that at least we have another house. Can't be placed here. Okay. Oh, that's not nice. Well, maybe we can just build a road like this and then put a few houses around it. That will really incorporate the stone pit into the village. That's kind of cool. Cannot be placed here. Why not? It can be placed here if we rotate it a bit. So yeah, that's good. Extra housing hopefully means extra people that we can really use for, I don't know, soldiers or whatever. We now have the cattle ranch up. Let's look for people that live quite close. Okay, this is good. Hopefully they'll deliver the first animal quickly from this one. These need to get new animals in. And then they can deliver them right here. Well, this will hold the meat production for a bit, because all the spare cows that we get from this one, when we have too many, will be transferred to this one until that one is filled up. So we'll have to be a bit patient. There's a deer snooping around. Don't get in there. This is the cow pasture, not your deer pasture. Not that there is a deer pasture, we can't get that. Plenty of grain now though, so we should be able to produce quite a bit of bread during the winter time. And that's going to be a lifesaver, I can tell you that. Alright, we have people that are hungry, but it's okay. They can just get some food since we have plenty. Maybe we just need... Oh, we have a food distributing point right here. We have one here. And another one now up here. So they can get food everywhere, so that's good. I think we should decorate this one a bit with some barrels. Or at least decorate a little piece on this side maybe. Something like this. And this will also up the amount of resources it can store. So we can store quite a good amount of food in there now. And the more we can store, the more we can produce. So that's a good thing. Let's add people to this one. 163 meters. Still quite far, but it's okay. 163. All right. Well, this is nice. They should be bringing in a lot more resources. Well, we've been playing for half an hour. We improved the village, I would say. Maybe there's still some more work to do, but I think we did quite okay on improving the village. And next time we'll continue with this and see what else we can do now that we have extra food incoming. Our food stocks are growing. We have a few soldiers ready. And we have Tree of Life points. We'll save those for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.